Dieng calling for it, screaming for it with the hand in the air. It's a couple of times now that Dieng has been vehemently calling for it and hasn't gotten it. See if they can get him more involved as we get further and further into this first half. Now it's sent his way. Dieng just over his head, but there's somebody behind him to clean it all up, and Hartford leads 1-0. It's Deshane Beckford with his third of the season.
The whole conversation for Hartford Athletic is when they do move forward, and they can be venomous in nature, they have to have options inside the top of the 18. Good job slowing down the route of play on the outside and out.
That's New Mexico's state-sponsored 529 plan. Give your kids a better and brighter future. Learn more at theeducationplan.com. Duty makes a run into the midfield, looking to connect. Noël, flag stays down, and Valentin Noël opens up the scoring. Las Vegas Lights strike first, 12 minutes in.
Yeah, first thought, I mean, there's some complaints from distance from New Mexico United subs on the offside, but first look for me was I thought the timing of the run from Noël was absolutely perfect. Really well worked out by New Mexico United.
On the through ball, looking for the Scotsman. Greg Hurst connects with Daniel Bruce, and there's the equalizer. It's the 5th goal of the season for the Englishman, and he's now scored in back-to-back matches.
Las Vegas Lights brought the house trying to press New Mexico United, and New Mexico's so calm in possession. Played it out through the right side of defense. Ball.
Here's Noël, the goal scorer. Able to keep it in. Still Noël. And Noël with the cross goes all the way to the back post, and Las Vegas Lights have taken the lead. And what a goal. It was Smart who finds the back of the net here. Or it was actually Pinzón, I'm sorry. And just like that, New Mexico with more work to do.
Hey, just sucked the life out of the stadium. You just hear it, but Noël just so good traveling the ball. And this little ball with the outside of his foot. And look at that by Smart. It just draws 2 defenders near post, lets the ball just run through his legs, so he won't technically get an assist because he...
Charleston are able to get the ball and get their dangerous players touches where they're closer to goal and more likely to convert.
Myers again! Oh, he turns again, and this time he scores! Nick Markanich gets the assist this time on the 10th goal of the season for M.D. Myers. The breakthrough arrives and the battery lead.
Indy 11 cannot complain about this whatsoever because if it's deja vu, you just saw it from the other side, the exact same move. Controls it, swivels, gets his shot off. The first time he got a shot, but he didn't quite get the purchase on the ball that he would have liked. This time, no miss. Torres' ability to get shots off himself, his deliveries into the box, he comes close a lot, but obviously you know you don't get much from coming close.
Rodriguez in again! No, it's touched in this time! Charleston doubles their lead. Emilio Ycaza on the doorstep. His 3rd goal of the season, and the battery take complete command.
Ycaza enjoying this moment with the fans. But it starts from a great delivery from the corner kick and a little bit of luck. The ball comes back off the inside of the post. Rodriguez whips this in. It comes back off the inside of the post and it comes.
Torres, who's continued to be a handful. He's able to keep that alive with a couple of back-heeled attempts. Dos Santos on the turn. He finds Torres. Torres for Markanich! It deflects in! Nick Markanich, everything he touches turns to goals for the battery. It's his 20th goal of the season. Charleston surely now home and hosed with the points, and they will vault back to the top of the Players' Shield race. Nick Markanich's magical season continues.
And this is not something that we haven't seen earlier in this game. Earlier in this game, we saw the pass was a little bit deeper. Markanich was a little further ahead, but you see where Markanich positioned himself.
And if it holds, Charleston will go back to first, not just in the East, but in all of the USL Championship, although Louisville have 3 games in hand. As Sadie plays that across, it's going to be tapped in for another. Jackson Conway's first touch since coming off the bench is his 4th goal of the season, and Charleston's 4th goal on the night. It's becoming a replay of last season's playoff game here in the Low Country. Charleston running riot. They lead Indy by 4-0.
Charleston absolutely battering Indy 11 in this second half. And this is a little bit different to what we saw in the first half. The dynamic ability to take players on.
Ycaza and Drac stand over it. Josh Drac hasn't scored this season. Oh, what he nearly did there. Rebound is in. Robbie Crawford forces it over the line for Charleston's 5th. It's his first goal of the season. And Charleston, for a 2nd straight time against Indy at Patriots Point, are going to beat them by 5-0. And this second half has been a 5-star performance.
Charleston have been absolutely ruthless in this second half. Salty's done everything he can. You see he scuffles across his line there, dives, keeps it out the back of the net. But Indy 11 just don't do a good job of reacting to that second ball. Crawford is the first to react. He's on his front foot in the back of the net. I think it's Gibson in this situation who gets caught on the...
Volta moves it out wide. And Miami can look forward here. Gavilanes through the middle. The header is looping. It's in! What about this start for Miami FC on the road? Rocco Genzano, it's 1-0.
And we spoke about Loudon needing to get off to a fast start. It's actually been Miami FC who have got off to the fast start, getting the go-ahead goal in just the first 2 minutes of the game. This header looked like it was going wide. It didn't actually look like it was.
Trying to get Loudon back on level terms. Aboukoura, he scores, and Loudon is tied at 1.
I didn't think Aboukoura scored this. I thought he scuffed it and Gagliardi was going to get. Unorthodox defending, finds a way to clear it away from goal, but as I said, I think you have to give Miami FC credit for the way that they're defending today.
Dembrat, ElMedkhar. ElMedkhar finds the corner! Loudon United are in front. It's 2 unanswered goals and a 2-1 lead at home.
ElMedkhar, the substitute who comes in off the bench, has the moment that's having a big difference in this game. Miami FC had defended well, but this is a fantastic strike. He doesn't put too much power with it, just controls it, opens his hips, and accuracy finds the side netting. A moment of brilliance, a moment of quality that the game has been begging for, and ElMedkhar delivers.
ElMedkhar, options in the middle as the cross comes in, batted away. Aboukoura, it's still available. Looking for a shot, and there's the finish! Kalil ElMedkhar, a brace off the bench. It's 3-1 to Loudon.
And it's no surprise it's ElMedkhar, because he's the only one who wants to shoot on goal. They're on the counter-attack here. Numbers up, maybe 4 versus 2, minimum 4 versus 3. And we spoke about in the first half, the extra pass, the extra touch is taking away the goal-scoring opportunity. Here, ElMedkhar has the ball. Sends it centrally. Somebody's got to be on the end of this. Even when it comes here, get it down, get the shot. If he doesn't, ends up falling to ElMedkhar, and he doesn't.
This is Tommy Williamson, up and over the wall and in! The cherry on top tonight for Loudon, 4-1.
Zach Ryan will be sitting somewhere watching, clapping his hands. He was the last player to bury a free kick in a similar angle into a similar position, and Williamson, absolutely magnificent free kick off the post. Gagliardi could do nothing but watch it.
Legion FC had to play a couple of safe passes, you know, and allow Hartford to get back and then get set. And again, they're 25 yards front to back, so they're trying to go over the top of them, and it may work right here.
Martínez is onto it. Martínez scores. What a ball over the top from Kobe Hernandez Foster. And Enzo Martínez is back on the score sheet to give Birmingham an early lead.
Yeah, and that's we talk about when you win the ball. They played a couple of safe passes. Hartford Athletic were allowed to get back and get set. But again, they're playing a little bit of a high line, but they're compressing themselves. So either Ribeiro or the back line and are in the corner.
And swing and serve from Pasher into a dangerous area, and it's put in. Dawson McCartney makes it 2 first-half goals for the Legion.
Yeah, and I don't know how much he knew about it, but great service in from Tyler Pasher. It's flat, it's driven, it's bent in. A great ball, a dangerous area, and we'll see in the replay, but I think Dawson McCartney might catch this off his left hip. Nevertheless, counts the same.
Goal brought to you by AT&T is the second early goal here for Birmingham. It's the 3rd goal of the year.
From the last 2 corners that Hartford have whipped in, they've gotten on the end of.
Barrera to the back post this time up, and Nonu got a head to it, and a second header puts it in. Mamadou Dieng gets Hartford back in this game with less than 20 minutes to play.
Yeah, and again, we've been talking about it for the last 10 to 15 minutes, that Hartford are starting to ask more questions of Legion FC. 3 straight corners, Hartford got on the end of it. 3rd time's a charm for Hartford. He's gone to his left once, and he's gone down the middle of the other one.
Ngalina against Van Oekel to try to tie the game here late. Ngalina scores. Van Oekel got a piece, but not enough, and Hartford have come all the way back. They're on level terms, 2-2 here late.
And to be fair to Hartford Athletic is very deserved. They have dominated the second half so far and taken advantage of some Legion FC mistakes.
And a throw awarded to San Antonio. Solignac from Hernandez in space and puts it through. Welcome back to the 11. Lucho Solignac. San Antonio on the board in the 15th minute.
He's the guy that Alan Marcina was hoping to unleash and unlock here. And you know where this started from, Dan? It started from the hustle. He hustled all the way off the field. He got the ball. He threw it in as quickly as he possibly could, and then he booked it right here into the 5, beats the defender. Great touch, and he doesn't waste a single bit of time taking that finish.
Quickly approaching the halftime whistle here. SAFC up 1 on the goal by Luis Solignac in the 15th minute. Goodrum! Phillip Goodrum with the equalizing goal just before halftime. His 5th of the season, and the finisher that Alan Marcina was concerned about levels the match for Tulsa.
And it all started with that turn from Diogo Pacheco. I mean, breaking ankles out there on that left wing. He was a source of pain for San Antonio in the last matchup, and this time he's going to book the assist.
Anchored by Mario Sanchez before he ventured over here to Tulsa. It'd be the first ever head coach and technical director. Phillip Goodrum's over the ball. Drops it to Laszo. Laszo gives it a go. What a Laszo from Edwin Laszo. And Tulsa has the lead early in the second half.
It does not matter what keeper would have been in the goal on that one. That was getting by the best of the best keepers. Look at that celebration. Well deserved there from Edwin Laszo, a guy who's typically really quiet on the stat sheet. Only has a goal and assist on the season. A lot of guys playing through him, but man, upper 90 top bins of a shot. And it's just...
On the other end, San Antonio FC has now been outscored 17-12 in the second half of matches this season. Yosef creates the turnover, trying to get it back from Goodrum. Goodrum Trying to lay off here now, waiting. Back to Stojanovic! Stojanovic! Tulsa goes up 2-3-1 here in the 83rd minute.
Stojanovic with the somersault, well-deserved celebration. And you gotta hand it to Tulsa. I mean, on the mark. They love their late goals. They had numbers.
Bailey able to get a touch on it, but Louisville back in possession. McFadden now. He's dangerous from these areas. McFadden eventually gets one into the box. And what a save from Tabakis, but the rebound is smashed home. It's Wilson finding the back of the net for Louisville City and opening up the scoring.
Yeah, I mean, what a great save that was by Tambakis, and he's just gesturing to his back line. Unfortunately, they were standing watching and admiring the save as much as we were. Wilson was the first one to react and absolutely smashes it. I mean, McFadden creates the initial chaos, little step over.
That's where Fuenmayor was, or where he's supposed to be playing, on that left side.
Sandy. Good combination here from Colorado Springs. Damas juggling it around! Oh, that is excellent! And the switchbacks break through! Ronaldo Damas with his 9th goal of the season. Some excellent passing. And then a couple juggles and a finish.
Phoenix has got to do a better job of getting that ball out from the feet. And a chance here with Waikiki.
Oh, here's some pressure, and that's the icing on the cake. Colorado Springs locking up 3 points at home.
Finally, that second goal they've been looking for. James Chambers will only have heard it. He won't care too much. The 3 points in the bank is some sloppy, I want to say defending, but sloppy clearance attempt by Phoenix. They were trying to build something out from.
Slotted through for Ycaza. Here's Edward Ycaza! His first chance is the only one he needs. Pittsburgh leads 1-0.
That's a great strike from Edward Ycaza. Put so much power behind that. His former goalkeeping friend Danny Vitiello has no chance of making that save. Bob Lilly watches on, and maybe it's a fair result for Pittsburgh. They have been the better side. They have been on the front foot. They have created more opportunities. Their good run continues, but what a strike. The power that comes from Edward Ycaza. The build-up, nice. Robbie Merz, Danny Griffin involved. But when it comes to Edward Ycaza, he lets the ball go past his body.
At least for a moment, Ngalani winds this ball up, and it's Traeger sprinting into space. Has two choices in the middle. Traeger bounces around a defender, tight ropes the line, weaves it back. Dixon shot, hits the net. Traeger finds space. Alex Dixon scores his 3rd of the season, and Monterey Bay lead 1-0.
And it's truly this story of soccer. When you don't score one, literally immediately you get one against. And that's what happened. A good counter, well read over there. Traeger just knowing exactly where to put the ball. Aside from the effort defensively, without the goalkeeper there, it was impossible. Who was the player who put the Guillen? Guillen just tried to get the... And with the fresh legs coming in, it's going to be interesting to see, because Tampa Bay is going to keep going forward. They're going to try to see if they can clinch another comeback, and Monterey Bay has to step up.
And there it is. That is the equalizer. How about that? Just as you were talking about it, Cal Jennings picking out space. Anthony Siaha doesn't have the answer this time, and it's 1-1.
Okay, and I don't know who's more without understanding of what happened, if me or Siaha, because he wasn't even prepared for that ball to end up going.
tied at 1. Arteaga a chance to put Tampa Bay in front. Arteaga blasts this ball into the net. Manuel Arteaga scores for the 12th time this season, and Tampa Bay lead for the first time tonight.
And we talked about the two forwards in the start of the match, how incredible they were coming into this game with 12 and 11 goals respectively.
It's been an entertaining match all night. And it felt like a new era of this Monterey Bay side. A confident group, an energized team. But credit Tampa Bay for their performance. Green stabs at it. Trigger! Ties it up! In the 2nd minute of stoppage time, Monterey Bay back even at 2!
And this is clearly a point that can be considered 3 points because it is gold. You know, they had it first and then they were able to just equalize the match. We were talking about that just a few minutes ago. If the pressure and the necessity was going to be there, and Traeger with his 7th goal.
Does lead to a corner after great work from Conway. Maldonado's ball in is headed in. North Carolina's promising start yields the opening goal on the road yet again. It's headed home by Justin Malou to give John Bradford's side the lead.
And they've been threatening and dangerous from set pieces. Brilliant delivery again here from Maldonado. All 3 corner kicks he's taken so far have been good. The first one, Batista missed by inches. On this one, Malou makes no mistake, just uses the pace on the ball, glides it